Svetlana Barsukova is a designer with a unique view of things. For example, an old vinyl record. This unique material in hands of the true artist turns to amazing brooches, earrings, necklaces. But to begin with, we will try our apprentice hands on small object. For example, today it will be a telephone holder and stylish napkin holder. Very conveniently, stylishly, practical. Hello, dear viewers! Imagine discs are spinning, easily and smoothly sliding, silver light pours. Today we will get to hot hacks of old vinyl. In our studio there is the designer Svetlana Barsukova and her tremendous decorations from old vinyl records. So, discs are spinning. Hello! Today I will tell you about a very interesting technique which I have thought up. Making of accessories and custom jewelry from such old vinyl records. At first, a little background. How I have thought up all this. Everyone remembers how in the 80s made a cash ports of vinyl records. I wasn't engaged in it, but was engaged in clothes making. I was the fashion designer. I have made the clothes collection very simple, resort, tunics, slacks. It was necessary to take photos of it and show it, but I didn't have decorations, and the budget didn't allow to order the decorations as the master. What to do? I have looked around and have seen vinyl records and have started to make of them, having remembered that at once they were heated up and of them were made cash pots. But I have gone further. I began to cut out and make decorations. Here such earrings and necklaces. For my collection I needed large necklaces. And I have made these necklaces quickly enough for 2 weeks. We have took photos of this collection of clothes. We took photos in Egypt. When we have arrived there, I was surprised. I created my collection in grey February Moscow. There was no snow at that time. And has arrived to Egypt, there was the shining sun, sand, and we began to take photos of this collection of clothes and decorations, and I have been simply amazed. How my decorations have merged with Egypt, the sun, the sea, and the sand. Since then, this technique has bewitched me, and I'm engaged in it the 4th year. I make decorations of vinyl records. Today I will show you simple enough things. Vinyl transformation. It's difficult enough to begin with custom jewelry, decorations. We need for this special tools. Mini drill, polishing, and engraving of decorations, and such things as the mobile phone holder or the napkin holder can make everyone. We will make of vinyl records. For work we need a vinyl record. One more little nuance. I don't make decorations of rare records, because I feel sorry for them and give them to collectors. I make of faulty, scratched, bent, the deformed records, or of records of the Soviet variety, which were produced by million copies, and this music has long been digitized, and it's not a pity to use them for remaking. For work we need a vinyl record, scissors, perhaps flat-nose pliers, and if we paint a product, brushes and paints. We will heat up a record. For this purpose, we need either a small oven or any heating device. It's possible to heat up using the technical hairdryer or in hot water, but it's very inconvenient. Now I will show you how it's possible to heat up over an electric oven. Please don't use open fire. We heat up the record over the oven. It doesn't heat up immediately, but gradually. It's easier to do in the oven, but there is such nuance that you can overheat the record, therefore watch it attentively. If you have turned the oven on 100 degrees, it heats up very quickly and it should be taken out and cut off quickly. Here it heats up gradually. Also pay attention that when you cut, the cut should be smooth. There should be no wire edges, because the record is sharp enough, and if there is a sharp wire edge, you might hurt yourself. Now there is the most interesting moment. We will form the phone holder. I put on gloves, because without them it's very hardly to work. It's possible to use usual woolen if you don't have special. If you have failed something or phone wasn't fixed, you heat up once again. We check, take out phone. Put in. All is okay, the holder is steady because we formed it on the table. Phone perfectly lies in this holder. It's possible to leave it black, and it's possible to paint it. Let's have a little fitting room today in the studio, and you will see how wonderful these decorations look on the modern woman. This is a miracle. You put on such ring, and it certainly draws attention to you. I don't speak about when people ask what of it's made. Never, and nobody will guess of what such ring is made. You can put it on to the evening dress, and with jeans and with white t-shirt. It's possible to make of vinyl wonderful accessories, for example, the unusual tie. You will put it on under a white shirt and will be a star on any party. It seems that the record is a thing from a grandmother's chest, but sometimes the modern woman wants to feel out of time, to put on any unusual thing, for example, such kokoshnik. And the woman feels herself the heroine of any fairy tale. I want to wish you courageous, creative experiments. Mix techniques. Think up. Create. Even on the basis of vinyl records, it's possible to make very interesting things. Joy and luck go with you. Also, I will show you how it's possible by the same way to make the napkin holder. For this purpose, we also need the ruler. It's better metal. We use the second part of the record, or in such kind as it is, or we cut off preparation. It's not obligatory to make preparation of the certain form. It can be any. And in the course of forming, you will already vary, understanding what form it will be, to make additional folds. In other words, this is completely waste-free production. We again heat up the record. Round off keen edges. Once again, I repeat that it's obligatory. If you keep keen edges, you can hurt yourself. We put the record on the table, on the record we put the ruler, and on the ruler its surface as a form, we make edges of napkin holder. We put additional folds if it hasn't turned out at once. Vinyl cools very quickly, heat up once again, and get the result necessary to us. It's possible to tighten up edges by flat nose pliers, not necessarily to do by hands. When you work with flat nose pliers, you have very beautiful curl. As a result, we have such napkin holder. Now we will paint it. The phone holder we will leave black, and the napkin holder we'll paint. I will show you how to do it. If you want to complicate work, for example, to make carving, you will need mini drill. This is more difficult work. To make pattern, to cut out holes by mini drill, necessarily to grind them. This is continuation of skill. Now we will paint. Before painting, we take off gloves. We take acrylic paints, a brush. If you want that there will be a visibility of the vinyl record, it's called toning, you need to put paint not on all surface, but slightly. I like very much to paint with paint of metal color. It's possible to use some colors of paint in one product. At first, paint with silver, then with bronze, then with gold, and have very interesting effect. If you paint simply with gold, it will be a flat surface. Gold has many shades. And if you apply down silver and bronze, it will look very beautiful. Bronze and silver will be appear through. We apply paint such movements, slightly wiping by the brush edges, and tracing folds without tracing, but turning them slightly, absolutely slightly. At first one paint, then it will dry up. When you turn, it dries very quickly, then another. If you want to paint all surface, you need to wait about days while the paint will be absorbed, and then to apply already other paint coat. Now it's enough cold. It turns out wonderful, but there is more to come. I think it's enough. In this work, the most important thing is to stop in time. At the very end of work, it's necessary to cover the product with acrylic varnish. Now I'm not going to do it, because the paint should dry within a few hours. When you turn, 2-3 hours. And when paint all surface, it's better 24 hours. It will dry, you will varnish it, and paint will keep wonderful and won't be afraid of water. Here what we have. Here's such painted napkin holder and the phone holder. This is the perfect exclusive. If you make these things, you will have other form, other coloring. This is a trick of this technique, that the product turns out in the single copy. The master class is finished. We have two very beautiful and exclusive things. I wish you that you experiment in your creative work. Create, try, don't be afraid to mix different techniques, and you will succeed. Good luck!